going on, y'all? It's spooky month, and it's supposed to be a story time with this video. There's not. The story time is gonna be me sitting here with y'all talking that straight. I can't even cuss this early on in the video. No, I'm just kidding. And also, like, there's certain family members who like to watch at this time. Probably click off and I'll cuss when they leave. But, yeah, man. What's been going on? How's life? Give me the updates. 9 times out of 10, it's going okay. Especially lately. I haven't really heard people saying it's going really good lately. I haven't heard that in like years. So, yeah. Definitely, let me know the good news. But my good news is that I have finished my midterms. Did they go well? What do you think? I am officially supposed to be starting my second class today, but I don't even see any of the stuff for that class. So I'm very confused. And I've been pretty much on a roll with everything like creative side, which obviously there's going to be some slacking somewhere else. And I've noticed it honestly with my gym progress. I haven't been working out as much, but there was a story that was supposed to be told with this. It was supposed to be like, sorry that I'm jumping from topic to topic, but I'm not really that sorry. There was supposed to be a story with this, and it was supposed to be like, it started raining. People thought it was regular rain. It was kind of like a parasite situation where people thought it was regular rain, wasn't regular rain. Instead, it's these like worm, snake, alien creatures that have holes that they attach to the top of your head and use their mouth to like bust through glass and stuff like that. And so they're able to take over your bodies that way, and you'll just have this long green huge snake whip looking head. It was actually going to be kind of cool, but that takes a lot of work. And no offense, but let's just come clean. If you're a small YouTuber, if you're like, your main supporter, it just becomes like exhausting, especially if you're an actual creative and you make everything yourself. And that's not a fault to people who, have outsourced help, but it does just hit a little bit different when you do everything yourself, whether it's the marketing, the branding, the actual content, keeping things orderly, everything. Like, it's all down to you. And then all of that work kind of doesn't see the kind of light that you want it to. It does seem like I need to start cutting corners in places so I'm able to pour myself into other areas better, or at least kind of scale back on how much I create for this channel until I start to like see a real change. You'll still see like shorts be new and things like that. Like, I'll never just sit up and repost an entire YouTube video that I made, but I do think that with life getting busier and things like that, making whole new content, like that idea of the story that I had, that was going to be like exhaustingly like long. That wasn't going to be a short process. So, and lately, I don't know if there was like a person who was trying to be nice, or I don't know, but or maybe it was just the algorithm working its magic at the time. But with YouTube making its changes on its back end and me seeing like very popular channels take hits, like it's just come to that point where it's like I don't know where people's attention is. I don't really care for only short length content. I'm not really only into that. I prefer a good mix. Like I prefer to be able to make long content too. And it's crazy because like now one of the shorter form content places actually rewards people making long form videos, and YouTube is now incentivizing short. It's just like everybody's trading shoes when they all have on the same exact shoe. But it's kind of exhausting to always create something totally new and fresh, just for the main person to see it is me. And it's like, I know that there's others out there, and I'm not trying to discount them or even shit on myself or shit on anybody who is in a similar boat to me. It's just the luck of the draw. Like, a lot of this stuff is not, it's a hit or miss. And a lot of people who have, who have consistency with their channels have also had consistency with doing it for like over a decade and didn't actually start seeing real numbers until probably around COVID when everybody was indoors. But at that time, I just entered college. I just got out of high school. Like, I was not mentally ready to do what I'm doing right now. So, like, it definitely wasn't going to happen. But this is content of me making my thumbnails. I make every fucking thumbnail that you've ever seen on my channel hand drawn, and or I take photos that I made for the video, use them as a backdrop, and still hand draw over that. But this process is a whole nother layer to the videos that sometimes I even forget about. Luckily, I made the thumbnail for this video early, so it's not really as much, but these take a long time. These thumbnails and the recording, the editing, like that's why I've also become more okay with the long pauses and the awkward noises my voice, body, surroundings make, like, because it's also a lot of work to edit videos. This whole process is a lot of work, and it's not like I'm sitting here saying just because I'm doing all this that means I need to see immediate, like, no, I don't need to see anything. It's just for what I need to, everything needs to be scaled. I was just talking about that because I was watching this TV show. It's called Pepper, he called her PB, Pepper Ann. It was old Disney cartoon, and she was talking about being too old for Halloween, and I was just like, dude, I don't think there's a such thing as being too old for anything. I just think everything needs to be scaled to how old you are. If you're like 18 to like, well, if you're like over the age of like 17, I might even say 16 at this point, and you're still trying to like go trick-or-treating, it's not like that's a bad thing if you're still a teenager. Like, that's why I started with 18, because like I kind of see teens as kids. But like, once you hit adulthood, you need to start changing the way that you celebrate holidays, just like I need to change the way that I put effort into this channel for now. Especially as life gets busier. When I have more time, obviously I'm able to dedicate more of myself to it and know that I love doing this. So it's not making me any money. It's not doing anything for me right now outside of being an outlet for people to see my craft, because I am an artist first and foremost. And that's amazing. But like, this process, it takes a while, and I'm happy to do it. I love doing it, obviously. But as life gets busier, I just need to scale things to how much time I'm going to have to dedicate realistically to, like I wanted to do with this, make an entire story. That's not going to be possible if I have things like midterms coming up, and I also need to take care of household things and other projects that I have going on. That's just not going to be possible. But I do have a lot of content like this that is already, some content like this that is already ready for you to be seeing. Like, there's just no reason for me to, somebody's getting either saved or arrested. But there's just no reason for, the over exertion for very, very little payout outside of like the inner me that's like, yay, I'm happy I did it. Because it's like, although I'm not being paid by YouTube, it is still my job, and it's still something I love to do, and I don't think I'll ever stop doing it, unless like some technical issues came up or anything strange like that. But I do have a real passion for this, and obviously I'm gonna say that right now, but I do have a real passion for this, and I want it to be incentivized. It does not have to be now or in the next, whenever. I know that like the YouTube brand, at least when I've seen longevity in successful channels, it took about 10 years. And that's really crazy. I'm not saying that like I'm that it would take that long now, but like everybody's into the quickness of fame or getting known for whatever you do, whatever you're trying to do. Everybody's into doing it quickly. The quicker it starts, I feel like the quicker it falls too. So like, I don't mind it being a patience kind of thing, and like if YouTube didn't exist, I would likely be posting somewhere else too. But yeah, this is like a little PSA to those smaller YouTubers, to me whenever I'm feeling down, I guess. Don't stress about anything, for one. And for two, things like this take forever. And like, in a world where everybody's trying to get quick hits of things, watching somebody slowly take their time to color in the blush and the pupils and the stitching of, it's just not what the TikTok brain incentivizes. And trust me, I do have TikTok brain. I'm trying to rewire it by ingesting more like old media and TV shows so that I can reset my equilibrium. Is that right? To these kind of things. But definitely enjoyed, I enjoy every part of it because it just makes it that much more unique. There's nobody that you're going to see on your For You page that has this thumbnail. Or your For You page. I get all the social medias mixed up because they're all the same, but it's just, there's a uniqueness to me and my brand. And if you're also having your own channel, your own brand, your own entrepreneurial adventures, like, there is a uniqueness to your brand that people will seek out. And I say all that to say, you guys keep doing amazing shit. No, I honestly don't know. Patience is a virtue. I've heard that a million times and didn't realize how utterly true it was until recently. So best believe patience equals virtue, and nothing satisfying happens incredibly fast, except for maybe hitting the lottery. I feel like that's like the only thing. I'm gonna leave you guys alone. You've sat through, hopefully, 14 minutes of yap. Honestly, I'm gonna give you like 17 cupcakes and 4 brownies because I love you.